Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charlie Latham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and Shine, it's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charlie Latham. Episode number 517. I'm still on WordPress because that might be my favorite platform. Look, there's a lot to learn on WordPress. There's a lot to be able to grasp just as a standard user of WordPress without even getting into the techie stuff of, how do I format things and how do I do all these things. I realized that I probably hadn't told you and shared how you can stop search engines visiting your site. Now, why would you want to stop search engines visiting your site and not have your site indexed? Why would you want your site to be private, in inverted commas? Well, normally it's when you're developing it. Normally what you don't want when you're developing a website, or in like the example that I'm giving, my demo website, I don't want that indexed. I certainly don't need it out in the search engines. I don't necessarily want it out in the search engines either. I don't want the search engines going through and indexing all of the demo stuff that I'm doing, because it changes all the time. I delete it. I change URLs, all those sorts of things. It doesn't need to be indexed. It doesn't need to appear in the search engines. When I'm developing websites for people, I make them private. I discourage search engines from visiting while I'm doing the developing, because what I don't want is for that development to be out there and people to start visiting a site while I'm trying to build the shopping cart, while I'm trying to put content on it. I really don't want people out there visiting the site and getting a half-finished version or something that looks awful while we're skinning it and while we're doing what we need to do to it. So we market as private. We say to search engines, please don't index it, please don't visit, please don't tell anyone about it just yet. Once I send it live, once I open it up, I turn that function, that option off, and I tell Google that we're ready to go. I tell the search engines that we're ready to go, and they can come and visit and look at it now. The question is, how do you do it? So I've told you why you want to do it. The question is, how do you do it? And the thing is, how do you then turn it off so that when you go live, search engines do come to visit and you do go out there on the internet? So let me show you. This is my website, my demo website. This should be familiar to you all. It is honestly, it's a stock standard WordPress install. It's running the 2025 theme. I'm running the block editor. I have a couple of plugins on which I add and remove from as I go through these demonstrations. To tell people, now you'll notice that on this, sorry, don't jump ahead, Charlie. You'll notice that on the dashboard, on this at a glance tab here, I've got this search engines discouraged shown. And it's got a link. So we can click on that and it'll take us in. I'm just going to show you where to find it though. But it actually tells me right here on the dashboard that search engines are discouraged. Now, what do we mean by discouraged? It doesn't mean that they will stop visiting, but what it does is it tells them that we do not want this site indexed just yet. Some disreputable search engines, site indexes, will ignore that and go through the site anyway. Most will see though that notice. It's an electronic notice. It's done in code on the server that says we're not open for business. Don't come visit us yet. They will see that and say, oh, okay, we will leave you alone. But some, it says discouraged because it doesn't stop them in its entirety. They can still come visit. They can still come do the indexing. If they pay attention to the setting, it won't go out there on the search engines. Okay. So where do we find it? So we need to come down to settings, reading, settings and reading. And under the reading settings, all the way at the bottom, you see we've got this option here, search engine visibility right here. And we've got it ticked. When we are building the sites, we turn this on. It doesn't necessarily get turned on as standard. We do have to go and turn it on. And when we are finished, we uncheck it and we click Save Changes, and search engines will start to index and visit the site and do what they need to do. It is as simple as that. So that's under Settings, Reading, Search Engine Visibility. Really simple, short and simple one today. It's not too difficult. It is something that you do need to remember, that if you have turned that on, make sure you turn it off if you do want search engines visiting your site. The other thing to remember, as I said throughout all of that, is that it says discouraged. It doesn't say stopped. It doesn't say it stops them. It discourages them from visiting and indexing the site. There are some disreputable indexers out there that will just not pay attention to it. That is the case with everything. It doesn't matter. It just is one of those things. So that's how you do it. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you have any questions or comments? Leave them wherever you're watching or listening to this video. Listening to this video. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? You can always come across to my locals community, askcharlieleatham.locals.com, and join the discussion there. If this video was useful to you, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlieleatham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.